2 full years had passed since Joseph interpreted the dreams of Pharaoh's cupbearer and baker. Pharaoh, the ruler of Egypt, was now troubled by 2 vivid dreams. This marks the beginning of a fascinating chapter in Genesis that depicts not just dreams, but the divine messages they carried. The first dream was rather unusual. Pharaoh found himself standing by the Nile River. Suddenly, 7 healthy, robust cows emerged from the river, grazing on the lush reeds. But then, a shocking sight unfolded. 7 other cows, gaunt and sickly, came up from the Nile and swallowed the fat and healthy cows. Despite this, they remained as thin as before. In the second dream, Pharaoh saw 7 healthy and full ears of grain growing on a single stalk, but soon, 7 other ears sprouted, thin and scorched by the east wind. And just like the cows, the thin ears swallowed the 7 healthy and full ears of grain. These dreams were not just vivid, they were eerily similar. Both featured 7 healthy entities being swallowed by 7 sickly ones, and the number 7, significant in biblical numerology, appeared prominently in both dreams. No wonder they troubled Pharaoh deeply, stirring him from his sleep. Yet despite the multitude of magicians and wise men in his court, none could unravel the mysteries of these dreams. In his desperation, Pharaoh sought answers, but they remained elusive. The dreams were undeniably disturbing, a mix of the grotesque and the baffling. They were far from ordinary dreams. They bore a sense of urgency, a foreboding that something significant was about to unfold. Yet their meaning remained locked away, hidden from understanding. The dreams were so disturbing that they woke Pharaoh from his sleep, yet no one could provide him with a satisfactory interpretation. This was the beginning of a divine plan that would eventually lead to the rise of a humble prisoner to the heights of power, marking a significant turning point in Egypt's history. But for now, Pharaoh was left in suspense, the troubling dreams haunting his thoughts. The chief cupbearer, remembering his experience with Joseph, recommends him to Pharaoh as a possible interpreter of dreams. At a loss and exasperated, Pharaoh, the ruler of Egypt, turns to this unexpected source of wisdom. The wheels of fate begin to turn, and Joseph is hastily brought from the depths of the dungeon. In a whirlwind of activity, Joseph is cleaned, his beard is trimmed, and he's dressed in clean clothes. Imagine the stark contrast, from the gloom of the prison to the grandeur of Pharaoh's court, from rags to robes. It's a swift and dramatic transformation, symbolic of the pivotal role Joseph is about to play in Egypt's future. As he steps into the royal court, there's a hush among the onlookers. This is the moment that will change the course of his life. Joseph stands before Pharaoh, ready to interpret the troubling dreams. His journey from the prison to the palace has just begun. Scene script: Joseph, attributing his ability to God, listens as Pharaoh recounts his dreams. In the presence of Pharaoh, the mightiest ruler of the land, Joseph stands humble yet confident. He doesn't claim any personal prowess for his unique skill. Instead, he acknowledges that it is God who reveals the answers to Pharaoh's dreams. As Pharaoh narrates the troubling dreams of 7 healthy cows being devoured by 7 gaunt ones, and 7 plump heads of grain swallowed by 7 thin, scorched heads, Joseph listens attentively. Unraveling the mystery of the dreams, Joseph explains that the 2 dreams are one and the same. The 7 healthy cows and the 7 plump heads of grain are symbolic of 7 years of great abundance throughout the land of Egypt. He further interprets that the 7 gaunt cows and the 7 scorched heads of grain represent another 7 years, but these will be years of severe famine. The dreams are God's way of forewarning Pharaoh, giving him a glimpse into the future of Egypt. Joseph emphasizes that the repetition of the dream in 2 forms is a confirmation from God, a divine assurance that this event is indeed going to take place. The land of Egypt will enjoy 7 years of unending prosperity, with crops so plentiful that they would seem endless. However, this period of abundance would be followed by 7 years of harsh famine, so severe that the memory of the prosperity will be completely erased. Joseph's interpretation paints a picture of prosperity followed by severe hardship, a prophecy that would shape Egypt's future. A prophecy that not only foretells the future but also provides the opportunity to prepare and perhaps even change the course of history. As we shall see, this is just the beginning of Joseph's remarkable influence in the land of Egypt. His guidance and wisdom will prove instrumental in the years to come. Joseph does more than merely interpret the dreams. He offers a solution to the impending crisis. Joseph's wisdom extends beyond his ability to interpret dreams. He steps up, demonstrating astute leadership and strategic planning, essential qualities for the trials ahead. After interpreting the dreams as a divine warning of 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of severe famine, Joseph turns his attention to a practical solution. He proposes a plan of action, a strategic approach to safeguard Egypt against the looming famine. Joseph suggests that during the 7 years of abundance, a fifth of the harvest should be stored away. This isn't just any storage, it's a meticulous, well-planned operation. The grain is to be kept in the cities, stored in the very places where it's harvested. This strategy ensures that when the famine strikes, every city, every region, has its own reserves of grain. Joseph's plan is not just about survival, it's about thriving in the face of adversity. He envisions a system where the stored grain is not merely a buffer, but a lifeline. A means to keep the economy running, the people fed, and the society stable, even during the harshest years of famine. And Joseph's plan is no small feat. It requires foresight, organization, and careful management of resources. It calls for a systematic approach to harvesting, storing, and distributing grain. It demands a level of diligence and discipline that only a wise and discerning leader could provide. Joseph's counsel is wise indeed. It's the kind of wisdom that anticipates problems and proactively seeks solutions. It's the kind of wisdom that understands the importance of preparation and the value of foresight. It's the kind of wisdom that can turn a crisis into an opportunity for growth and resilience. In the face of impending disaster, Joseph's plan offers a beacon of hope. It's a testament to his faith in God's guidance and his commitment to serving others. It's a plan that would not only safeguard Egypt's future, but also lay the groundwork for Joseph's rise to power. Joseph's foresight provides a lifeline for Egypt, a plan that could save countless lives. Impressed by Joseph's wisdom and discernment, Pharaoh makes a decision that will change Joseph's life forever. Recognizing Joseph's unique ability to interpret dreams and his strategic foresight, Pharaoh sees beyond the prisoner standing before him. He sees a man of integrity, intelligence, and most importantly, a man who carries the favor of God. In a moment that could only be orchestrated by divine intervention, Pharaoh elevates Joseph to a position of great authority. It's a promotion that catapults Joseph from the depths of a dungeon to the heights of the Egyptian empire. This is no ordinary promotion. It's a divine appointment that positions Joseph as the second most powerful man in all of Egypt, second only to Pharaoh himself. Pharaoh adorns Joseph with symbols of his new authority, a signet ring, fine linen robes, and a gold chain. The signet ring, bearing the royal seal of Egypt, grants Joseph the power to make decisions on Pharaoh's behalf. It's a symbol of trust, a testament to Pharaoh's confidence in Joseph's wisdom and judgment. The fine linen robes represent Joseph's new status. Gone are the prisoner's rags. Joseph now wears the attire of Egyptian nobility, signifying his transition from an imprisoned foreigner to a respected leader. The gold chain around his neck is more than just a decorative accessory. It's a visible declaration of Joseph's high rank, a constant reminder to others of his authority and influence. From prisoner to Pharaoh's right hand, Joseph's life takes a remarkable turn. But Joseph's promotion is more than just a personal triumph. It's a pivotal moment in the unfolding narrative of God's plan, setting the stage for the preservation of the nation of Israel during a time of great famine. This moment serves as a powerful reminder that no situation is beyond God's reach, and even in the darkest of dungeons there are no limits to what God can do. Joseph, now named Zaphanath-Paneah, begins a new chapter in his life. With this new name, Joseph is given a fresh start, a chance to establish his identity in Egyptian society. He is no longer a prisoner but a man of influence and power. Along with his new status, Joseph is given a wife, Asenath, the daughter of Potiphera, priest of On. Together they bring 2 sons into the world. Their firstborn is Manasseh, a name that signifies God has made me forget all my hardship and all my father's house. It's a name that echoes Joseph's past and his journey of overcoming trials. Their second son is Ephraim, a name that means, God has made me fruitful in the land of my affliction. Once again a name that speaks volumes of Joseph's journey, his faith and his unwavering resilience. While enjoying the blessings of his new life, Joseph does not forget the divine revelation that brought him his fortune. He begins to implement his strategic plan, preparing for the 7 years of famine prophesied in Pharaoh's dreams. With foresight and diligence, Joseph oversees the collection and storage of vast quantities of grain during the 7 years of abundance. His careful planning ensures the prosperity and survival of Egypt and its people during the forthcoming years of famine. Joseph's story is one of transformation and triumph. From the pit to the palace, he becomes a beacon of hope and resilience. His life serves as a testament to the power of faith, the reward of patience, and the fulfillment of God's promises. Joseph's unwavering faith and resilience lead him to a position of power and influence, shaping the destiny of an entire nation. His journey is a testament to how faith can move mountains, how perseverance can turn trials into triumphs, and how dreams, when interpreted and acted upon wisely, can indeed shape the course of history.